Good morning. Welcome to Money, Markets, and Motivation with Mike. It's almost game time for the Big Green Bison. This weekend they open their playoffs, so that will be good. Speaking about playoffs in real life, the PCE, the Fed's favorite inflation index, came in right at expectations. Expectations were for a 0.2 monthly increase and a 2.8 annual rise. So the markets are rallying on that, kind of meeting expectations and hoping that there's a reduction in rates. So that's the information there. Our word of the day is persiflage, light and slightly contemptuous mockery or banter. And at the office holiday party, the persiflage at the table kept everyone laughing through the long speeches. So there you have it. That is our word of the day. Now we go over to our S&P 500 heat map. NVIDIA is down slightly. Apple is down slightly as well. Oracle, Palantir rise. So does Microsoft, Broadcom, most of the other semiconductors up. Micron, which has been on a tear, which we have in our portfolio, is up. Software is up as well. Communication services. So there you have that. The crypto technology is kind of hiding out here. It is mostly down today. People taking their profits after the nice bounce. So we'll see if that continues to hold up. Here's a look at Apple. It's pulling back after quite a move. Look at this move here. We've got a double bottom here. This would be a perfect place to buy on this bullish Harami here. And it just came up here, did pull back below 20-day moving average slightly, and then it kept moving higher. So that is the story with Apple. We're going to go over to this is a NASDAQ. It's up slightly today, up 0.55%. Equal weight in the NASDAQ. It's got a nice bullish Harami there. It's up 1.04%. The S&P 500 tried to move higher and then has pulled back a little bit, still up 0.39%. The equal weight in the S&P is up 0.62%. The Russell 2000 is up. It's up 0.15%. So that bullish Harami it's following through on that from yesterday. And the Dow Jones is up slightly at 0.39%. Okay, looking at KBWB is up 82. Looks pretty good. Look at the other main financials. We got a bullish Harami here after the doji yesterday. And so that is a positive. Looking at energy. Wow, energy is moving on up. That's quite a bullish Harami there. You always got to be careful with energy because the best time to buy is off of these bottoms. Just seems to get turned away. You can just go back in time. Gets up here, pulls back lower. Looks like it's going to really surge and then it pulls back again. So that's the story with energy. Communications, got a nice bullish Harami there. Take a look at Meta. Meta's kind of got a spinning top. It got turned away once it hit its moving average up there. Google. Looks like it's trying to set up here. We got a doji right over there. We'll have to see what comes on Monday with Google. Aerospace. It's just holding up right there, down 1.11%. NLR, nuclear is pulling back 1.5%. Oklo had a nice move yesterday, but it is pulling back about 6% today after that big move yesterday. I believe it was up close to 16% yesterday. Continuing on, utilities continue their pullback here. This is biotech. It's holding up pretty well after that strong move yesterday. That's the other biotech. Retail got a pretty bullish Harami right here, as it's up by nearly 2% today. Consumer discretionary is up. Take a look at Tesla. Tesla is up 0.37. Amazon is up 0.46, really not doing too much. Let's move on. Software. Got a nice move in software today. Up almost 1.5%. Got a bullish Harami there. We've got a lot of strength over here. Take a look at Salesforce. Got a big move in Salesforce here. Up 5% today. After, look at this move. Yesterday, it's continuing on. We got another gap up. Take a look at Dave. Dave's getting a little bit of a bounce. Had a nice bullish Harami yesterday, and it got a little bit of a continuation here. Take a look at HubSpot. It's got a bullish Harami there. So we got some buying in software. Technology. Got a spinning topper doji there. Need further information. So Monday will be the date to kind of look out for that. Infrastructure. Holding steady. Pretty flat for the day. Semiconductors is up. Kind of looks like it's spinning top. It's up 1% today. Take a look at Micron. Has a little bit of a pullback here. It's up 2.85% today. I guess the target on this is 280 is what some of the analysts are saying. On to airlines. Continue their strong power move up. Got a little bit of a pullback in United Airlines yesterday. We'll see if it can get its strength back. Industrials. Kind of holding steady right here. Healthcare continues to pull back, getting close to its 20-day moving average. Consumer gets a big bump right here, up nearly 0.5%. Building materials. Looks like they're kind of building a shelf pattern here. We'll continue to watch them. Mining and metals continues to improve, and a nice bullish Harami here, followed up with another one here and a looks like it's pretty close to a doji. So we need more information on Monday. Home builders. Yeah, they're just kind of building a nice shelf pattern here to continue to watch this, see if it gets any buying action. And finally, uranium is kind of holding right at their moving average there. So that is our story. Take a look at app. Had a big move yesterday. It's pretty flat today. So we bought it at 653 on our follow-up buy, and it's gone from 653 to 683. Now we're just going to take a look at where the big money is flowing today. So this is a software company, Frog. Nice little consolidation right here. Got a bullish Harami here, and it pulls back to gets close to the 20-day moving average. And we got some support and a nice bullish Harami here. We'll just see if it can break out above these areas. If you want, you could put a partial buy in here, maybe add to it once it breaks out. It's like BKV. And it broke out over here yesterday, and we got a continuation of 2.21%. Look at all this volume over here. That is not your sister Sarah buying. I guarantee it. Here's Roku. Used to be partnered at Netflix. They're up 4.29%. Could take a look at Netflix. They're buying Paramount. They had a bidding war. I think it was $85 billion they're spending. It is pulling back. I had a big pullback here, but it is bouncing a little bit. Coherent continues to get buying. Look, we've got a gap up here, up 3.57%. Yesterday had some pretty good volume on this bullish Harami. Yesterday would have been the day to buy. As it broke out of this little consolidation. Here's Ryan Airways. It's a little bit of a bounce today, up 1.68%. Viavi Solutions had a gap up here. What's our gap up rule? Our gap up rule, as long as it doesn't break below the gap up. So I guess you would have possibly sold over here on this pullback. If it gets above it, you can buy back in. And now it's looking to move higher. So we'll see if it can break out of this consolidation here on this higher level. On to Taiwan Semiconductors. It's just kind of floating around here. It's above all the major moving averages, up 1.58% today. This is the big fish that's doing all the manufacturing for NVIDIA, Broadcom. And on to APPN. Had a gap up over here. If you could have bought here, this would have been a nice move to be a part of. Just came back here, pulled back below the 20-day moving average, and now it's bouncing. Got a big bullish harami here. We'll just see if it can work on the right side of this base here. Goldfields International. Got a gap up today. So this broke out of this little tight consolidation here. So this could have been a buy right here. So if you bought on the breakout, you could have added over here. Got a nice move, pull back below the 20-day down here, and then it bounced back here. And now we got a gap up. So we'll see if it can break out of this consolidation. This is EQT. So we've had a long, deep base over here. Well, kind of broke out here and then had a big pullback. So this is kind of like a big cup with a handle. And you could have bought over here, pull back to the moving average, and you got buying support right over here, and it is holding up pretty well. And finally, Penumbra, I believe this is. This is an Alameda company, and it's bouncing huge cup with handle. We did get a double bottom here. This is the middle of the W, pull back all the way here. And look at this huge gap up. So if you take the middle of the W here, this would have been the buy area. It did pull back here and got support in the moving average, and it is bouncing right here. There is another Alameda company I'm just going to take a look at as we broadcast from Alameda. It's profitable in cancer-producing drugs. So it's getting support right around here. Had a big gap down here. And then it got its buying support here. I think it's kind of a lopsided double bottom. This would have been in the middle. This would have been a good day to buy right over here. And it has been continuing to go up here. So that is Excel. We're just going to take a look at rows. It's pulling back a little bit. What got up here to the 50-day moving average and it pulled back, sold off. We'll just see if it can get up to 65. That is where my higher option prices are, but the 47.50. And we'll just hope that it can move up there before we get to the closing date. And this is Nutella. Had a nice move yesterday. It's pulling back a little bit today. It was a huge move. We have the options right at 12 for January expiration. So we'll just take a look at that one. And Palantir, which is in our portfolio, gets above its moving average here, 179.80. NVIDIA, also in our portfolio, starting to work on the right side of its base here. So we'll continue to watch that one. We looked at Tesla, Google, and Meta and Netflix. Here's Apple. I think we looked at this as well. We looked at Amazon, Mr. Softy, Microsoft, just kind of holding in here, mainly below all of its moving averages. Not much happening there. And Eli Lilly. We'll just wait to see if it can work on the right side of a base here. After this huge move, there's going to be a lot of consolidation. So that would be just a wait. And but that's wraps up our show for today. Thanks for tuning in. We'll just look at our quote of the day. When I'm good, I'm very good. But when I'm bad, I'm better. This is a famous quote from Mae West, the American film actress. So hope everybody has a great Friday. Go out there and enjoy the weekend. And if you can help somebody in need, please do so. And we shall see you back possibly on the weekend. But if not, we'll definitely be back here on Monday. This has been Mornings. Money, Market, and Motivation with Mike, brought to you for information and educational purposes only. It's your duty to go out and do your own due diligence to find out what's right for you. Take care.